our friend Travis Hines. This guy is, I mean, I can't think of anybody who attracts more attention just sitting in their car in empty parking lots than Travis Hines. This is another classic example of where a conformist, not a moralist, a conformist in a badge, uniform, a gun, a utility belt, the authority of the state, comes up to a guy to harass him and try to get his ID for a fictitious crime of staring. Have you ever heard of the crime of staring? Well, you may be guilty of staring at someone in a public place. That's what this is all about. And what I like about Travis Hines's camera work here is it looks like he's got two 360 cameras and a handheld camera and maybe even a fourth camera, but it's really interesting the angles that he gets on this.
So,
how you doing, sir?
Fine, how are you?
There's a 360.
My name's Officer Maine. The reason I'm out with you is I got a call that you're out here watching people.
Who am I watching? I mean, I'm just sitting here.
I just got a call that you're out here watching people.
All right.
Do you have your driver's license on you?
You're out there watching people. One of me and Trisha's favorite pastimes is watching people. Don't you like watching people, babe? Yeah. It's fun. Watching people is fun. You like go to a mall or something, just watch how people act. It's very entertaining. It's very educational. It's informative. So the cop comes out and he's got a call. Somebody actually called an emergency services number and said there's a guy sitting in a parking lot watching people. And now that's going to give this badge tyrant the justification to violate the Fourth Amendment right to be secure in your person by asking for an ID.
Your identification?
Well, what's the crime?
Well, there is no crime, but you're going to identify because I'm investigating.
Oh, we're getting out?
Oh, we
I'll
get
step out here.
Okay.
Who is the complainant? Do you got a name?
I don't have to give you the complainant's name, sir.
Oh, why is that?
I don't have to give you their
Is it because they got Fourth Amendment rights? Well, who else has Fourth Amendment rights here? Officer Manning?
Who else would have Fourth Amendment rights? The right to be secure in my person. Who would that be? Could you help me out with that, officer?
So do you. So
All right.
you're not going to hurt my feelings. You record whatever you want, man.
Oh, thank you. You giving me permission to record?
Because
You're the
that's
one-
going to be your next step is you're going to try and get an aggravation moment out of me, and that's not
You
gonna
don't need to
happen.
be talking to me.
Well, this guy's like a prognosticator. He's reading people's minds. He's going into the future and determining what exactly this guy's motivation and intent is. Why is he working for the police? He should be in Vegas reading people's minds.
For anything. So what you're trying to push on to me is ridiculous because there's no need.
Go ahead.
Oh, we got a conversation?
Registration coming back to us,
Travis Hines this is just classic. Oh, we're getting out now? Oh, you're asking me for my ID? Who else has Fourth Amendment rights? Oh, you're having a conversation? I thought we were having a conversation. Now you're going to have a conversation with somebody else? Okay, I get it. I got what's going on here.
Last name spelling Henry Edward Ida Nora Zebra Edward.
The running is tag.
Springs, Washington. Registration coming back on a 2004 gray Ford Focus. Shows 7 of 2022 expiration. Clear.
Clear. That's a sound I like to hear, huh?
You know what's so funny about this guy walking up? Hey, we got a call that you were watching people. That's another thing that we can add to our bag of things that we can say to a cop that they say to us. Hey, just walk up to two guys in a police cruiser and go, hey, can you roll your window down? Hey, we got a call. I'm out here because we got a call that you guys are sitting out here watching people and I need to see your ID. They would think that was so ridiculous. You know why? Because it is ridiculous. There's no expectation of privacy in public. There's no expectation that another person in public is not just going to stare at you. Would that make you feel uncomfortable? Some people probably, but is that some kind of crime? And if it is it also equally a crime when cops are just sitting there staring at you, looking at you, watching you, radaring you, figuring out how fast you go, following you for miles before they turn on the cherries and berries?
He's clear. Look at that.
Oh, that's your vehicle. That's not you.
Yeah. Oh, we got to get more into it.
Because you didn't give me your name.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's who you are, but
Well, we got to figure things out sometimes in odd ways, huh?
buddy, I
What's
don't
that?
care what you're doing. If you're enjoying
Yeah.
the park, that's fine.
I haven't
Somebody
been-
just called and said,
Yeah.
hey,
You don't care what I'm doing, but you do care that I might be looking at people.
They're offended by you staring at them.
Yeah.
Other than that,
Well, that's
if you're out here enjoying the park, I'm glad that you're out here enjoying the park.
Okay. Well, while I was sitting in my car, I mean, you can see I have a covering. We can deduce some things here. I can't stare through the windshield. Where were they saying I was in the car, or was I out of the car staring?
Your door was open. You were staring out the door. I
Staring
don't know
out the
that
door?
when I got here, the door was open, was it not?
Yeah. And I had it closed for a time.
Okay, but that's fine.
Drinking.
Like I said, all I know.
Did they record it? That would be evidence they would need
Have
to.
I talked to the victim? The victim called dispatch.
Okay.
Let's be real here.
Yeah.
All right. I got a call from my dispatch saying that somebody in the park doesn't like that you're out here staring
The
at
Galloway Park.
them. So all I'm doing is asking if you were out here staring at somebody and to ask you to stop harassing them. Other than that, you can sit out here.
Yeah.
You can enjoy your time out here.
All right.
All I asked was for your identification so I could get back on my way to let them know that I spoke to you about harassing the other people in the park.
Harassing, okay. And yeah, they're willing to make statements of that because they're the ones who...
Yeah, exactly. He called somebody walking in public, feeling like somebody's looking at them or watching them. He called them a victim. So you're basically saying I threatened to harm, I stole somebody's property. You're literally saying that I created a victim by looking and happening to look in somebody's direction, if that's even the case.
Called in.
And they're the ones.
If that can be, and this cop made it clear right off the bat. No, you haven't committed a crime. It's just we got a call. We got a call. That's what they always say. But before they say, here's the deal, they're like, we got a call and we're investigating. And yes, you have to give us your ID because you're under investigation. Guys, you are not under any kind of requirement. I think in all 50 states, check it out. Last I looked, you're not under any requirement to ID unless they can provide reasonable, articulable suspicion that you have committed a crime. And last I checked, if they're out there for a call of watching people, that's not a crime. And he even said it's not a crime.
It's not even a welfare check. This is a criminal accusation.
That's what
right?
they said.
Yeah, they're making and their sole criminal accusation, which is a lie, okay, is that I'm staring at people.
That's fine.
Right? Was there anything else added?
You making them feel uncomfortable.
Okay. Staring and making them feel uncomfortable. Yeah, well, that's untrue.
Well, how about cops? Cops make us feel uncomfortable all the time. When was the last time you felt any measure of comfort when you looked in your rearview mirror and you saw a cop following you? Not with the lights on, just a cop following you. Didn't that make you feel a little uncomfortable? So, hey, we got a call. Cop was following. You were following Sadie Brown or Jim Bob Wilson. And Jim Bob felt real uncomfortable. And because he felt uncomfortable, we got a call and, hey, we're just investigating. We need your ID.
So it's a he said, she said. I mean, nobody parked here. I mean, I don't know what vehicle. There's only a couple of vehicles.
Go ahead, sir.
Does the RP want to file a complaint?
Negative, sir. Just stated it made him feel very uncomfortable because he kept watching them as they were in the park.
Copy. I'll be back in. This individual doesn't want to identify. He says that he doesn't have to, and that he isn't harassing anybody in the park. All right, sir. You have a good day at your park visit.
Okay, thank you. You too, Officer Manning.
I'm not going to sit here and argue with you, buddy.
No, we don't need to. We didn't need to talk in the first place.
Well, so we did need to talk. Somebody called it in that you were out here harassing them. If
Well,
you don't
okay.
understand that,
All right.
I have to do my due diligence.
If there's another complaint, you know.
If there's another complaint, I'm
Just-
going to ask you to move along.
Well, yeah, we'll figure it out from there.
All right, you have a good day at our park.
All right.
Welcome to West Plains, Missouri.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Getting harassed by the cops. That's the welcome wagon right there. he just continues to drive off. But that's classic Travis Hines right there. But the guy's always getting messed with. Unbelievable that any cop would entertain a call like that. As a matter of fact, when you get a call like that, why wouldn't they go, that's it? Somebody just felt uncomfortable because somebody else was watching them at a park and there was no altercation, there was no act of violence, there was no threat involved. That any cop would take his time, or that any a cop would have time to take to answer such a call right here, tells you everything you need to know. They're overfunded and obviously overstaffed because there have to be other crimes in West Plains, Missouri. There have to be other crimes. There has to be somebody getting assaulted, theft, murders, rape. They really don't have anything else to do to pour their resources and their time into than to mess with the guy sitting in a parking lot and answering these crazy calls. If Travis Hines is watching this, and he probably already is on this, but I would do a FOIA request for that 911 call that called somebody out there and find out what's going on. If you're making a false accusation against somebody tying up the emergency services lines, I would say that that's a bigger deal than a guy sitting in a parking lot watching the people go by. That's Travis Hines. It's Let's Exchange IDs with Travis Hines. I will leave this link in the description in the pinned comment. If you go over there, let him know. Here's the deal sent you.